Hello, welcome in everybody. My name is Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the general daily collective weekend check-in. So this message is for April 13th through the 14th. Keep in mind though, timing and energy is still fluid. This reading could resonate at any point in time. The message may or may not be for you, so just take what resonates and leave behind the rest. I always like to talk about what's going on up in the cosmos before jumping in with the cards. So we do have the moon in Gemini still today on Saturday, and it is going to be sextile the sun, and it is going to be squaring it up with Neptune. And so there's like a reconnection, I feel, going on between the conscious and unconscious mind. And so the energy can feel very confusing. It can be very emotionally intense. It can trigger a lot of emotional insecurities in the subconscious mind, and it can create a very strange feeling in the air. And so I think feelings and thoughts and memories from the past that have been maybe previously hidden coming into the conscious awareness, I think a lot of revelation. So before going any further, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video, comment on the video, share the video. It kind of helps to circulate the message. It helps my channel to grow. And it's just a nice free way that you can show support to me. It encourages me to keep putting out that content. So I think feelings are going to be illuminated. I think feelings, emotions are going to be clarified this weekend. But, you know, with all clarification and truth does come the crumbling of anything false. And so I think we are on the path of making new choices that are more aligned with our emotional, spiritual, and physical needs. And a big message that came through with the moon square Neptune, because of the mutable energies. Avoid escapism. Please avoid escaping your emotions. Do not mask your emotions with alcohol or drugs, because that will bring forward an even more disturbing eeriness to the energies this weekend. So you're going to want to stay clean. You're going to want to stay sober, because if you feed any of these disturbing, etherical, strange feelings with masking through drugs or alcohol, you're going to open yourself up to all kinds of darker shadow work that maybe you're not really prepared to do. And so this transit can also lead you to some type of an exposure when it comes to deception or deceit around you, especially concerning financial matters. I think right now you're going to want to be mindful, because you might be lacking sound judgment, especially if you are, say, like a Gemini moon or have a lot of mutable energies. But I feel right now the unconscious mind is kind of stirring, which can lead to a lot of strange thought patterns, a lot of strange sensations, and it can lead to paranoia if you feed the darkness. So on Sunday, the 14th, we have the moon going to be moving into Cancer. And so it's going to be a little bit emotional. It's going to be a lot of energies and thought patterns surrounding your home life. So look to where you have Cancer in your chart. And so my 5th house is in Cancer. And so my creativity is all based upon the cycles of the moon. And so 333 on the timer. We're going to have the moon in Cancer squaring it up with Venus and Aries on Sunday, and it's going to be trine Saturn. And so I was shown the Devil with the Lovers card along with Justice and the Two of Cups. And what I heard was E.T. phone home. And so I think that the Saturn energy is allowing us to feel a little bit empowered to persist through any disillusionment or challenges. Saturn definitely is giving this increased need, I feel, for us to seek love and affection. The Venus energy square the moon is definitely maybe a relationship breakdown of some sort. Be careful of careless thought patterns, of careless energy, because there's going to be mood swings with the moon in Cancer. Can make things a little moody. It can also be a little self-indulgent, which is why I say avoid escapism tendencies, because there is a rebalancing, right? Justice is all about rebalancing relationships. A fair and just decision is going to be made. And so there could be a breakdown of a false relationship, because we are moving towards a new paradigm within romantic relationships. We're building relationships on mutual trust, mutual respect, balance, equality, equanimity, fairness, and truth. And so there might be a very powerful or challenging connection or dynamic here that you need to break free from, where maybe you're deeply intertwined or entangled both emotionally and financially. So just be mindful of that. But let's jump in with some cards. Let's see what else needs to come through for the weekend check-in. I can hear the kids upstairs doing their thing. You may or may not hear them in the background. I'm sure you do. But let's dig in with the Moonology Messages Oracle deck again. I'm really liking this deck. I'm getting really accustomed to it. So let's jump in with this first. Cleansing. Purifying, cleansing energy. Please feel free, before jumping in with these messages, to check out the membership side of the channel. I go live every Thursday at noon Eastern Standard Time over on the membership side, and we do ascension chats, card pulls, all kinds of fun stuff over there. So if you'd like to be a channel member, check it out. Don't forget to like the video too, especially if it's resonating. But we're cleansing, and we're coming into all kinds of new Akashic knowledge, spiritual knowledge. And so we kind of got to draw down the illusions in order to rise into this new energy. So I think right now we're just making space. We're releasing, right? So if you'd like to book a reading with me too, feel free to check out the new webpage. There's a new webpage up and running. If you'd like to book in with me, I'd love to have you do that. So go check it out. Let's see what needs to come through for the collective for the weekend check-in. Strength. So that yang energy coming through again. So we're going to have to harness our strength. We got forgiveness and we get the past. So we're forgiving the past. So I feel like a deep dive, and that meant to be energy is coming through again. So whatever is meant to be is meant to be. It is very challenging to reach a place of forgiveness. I get it. It takes many spirals, many layers to get to a place of forgiveness. Something here is meant to be. And so we can't keep recreating the past by living in the past, right? And so when we keep looking back at the past, it creates overwhelming anxiety and depression and soul suppression. And when we overanalyze of where we're going in the future, then we're really not living in the present moment. So a very challenging cycle is coming to an end connected to forgiveness. It actually takes greater strength to forgive than to hold on to bitterness and resentment. So I think this weekend is meant to be a deep dive into some shadow work. So get ready to do a shadow dive. And, you know, everything is a reflection, right? Everything really is a reflection. As above, so below. As within, so without. And so if you're in a very challenging dynamic, might even be third party here. Everything is a mirror. So I think there's a moment in time where we have to reach a place of forgiveness and recognize what's been holding us back. And I think the snakes are all kind of coming out, right? The snakes are being released. The snakes are all coming out. So let's jump in with the Angel Tarot cards. Let's pull a 9 card spread again today and see what needs to come through. Dreamer, 7 of Fire, and the World on the bottom of the deck with the 8 of Cups. So somebody here does have a desire to move on from a situation, a relationship. Somebody's searching for meaning. I think somebody's in a deep dive of spiritual and emotional growth. So this is reaching an accomplishment. So somebody is embracing the path towards enlightenment, maybe becoming a teacher. The 7 of Wands for me is the teacher of the teacher. Somebody is facing their inner dragon. Maybe there's a breakdown of some false beliefs before making a decision to defend your beliefs. Maybe you're figuring out what is true for you, but the Fool takes a risk, right? The Fool doesn't bring any past baggage with them. There's a huge release of the past, of past baggage and forgiveness. And we do got to learn to stand our ground and to instill those healthy boundaries, but it doesn't always have to be a fight. We can choose our battles wisely. It can be a quiet withdrawal. It doesn't have to be a dramatic fight. So there might be an unexpected opportunity to close out a cycle. But ultimately, we're here to go through growth and to expand our consciousness, to search for that meaning in our life. So somebody here, I think, is finding their strength to walk away from something that maybe at one point in time they thought was meant to be. But I think a third-party situation is coming to an end. And third party can be people, places, or things. Anything that really keeps you disconnected from the present moment and your most authentic expression. So let's do 9 cards here, guys. Let's see what needs to come through today for the weekend check-in for the collective. Seven of Water. So there was confusion. There is confusion. And so I feel there is like a very complex decision needing to be made. And so maybe you need to do a little bit of research. I also feel there's a need to stop procrastinating because the sun is coming, shining a light on the confusion to bring forward a decision so you can manifest a happy outcome. And so there might be a new idea that is leading you towards a new success or a new path. But you also need to have confidence in yourself. Page of Air, and so it might mean having a challenging conversation with somebody, but I think honest communication. And maybe it's a little impulsive. We do have Mercury and Aries in retrograde, and so there might be a drastic change of course here, a drastic change of plans. Could be dealing with a Leo. You could be a Leo, but I think somebody here is a little impulsive, but they are delivering truth. They're delivering tactful truth. We get the Ace of Cups about a new emotional experience. And so in order to fall in love with life, we have to fall in love with self. And so there might be a resurgence of a past relationship or a resurgence of some past memories. Retrogrades always bring the past back. It doesn't have to be an actual person. It can be the ghost or the haunting of a person. But I feel there's a lot of spiritual growth coming from this enhanced understanding of love and what falling in love means. And so this might mean a whole new cycle. Yeah. Page of Cups. And I do got reversals in this deck. So everything is coming up upright so far. And so there might be a new person entering your life with the Page of Cups. I think you're really going to need to trust your intuition. I think somebody here is artistic, friendly, sensitive, has heightened psychic ability. Somebody here is about to start a brand new phase in their life, but it might come after a separation with the Four of Wands in reversed. So I think somebody's really contemplated, hey, is this bringing me peace and contentment in my life? Is it really bringing me unlimited abundance? Because I think the home life is in focus. And I do feel in order to complete a cycle, it might mean a separation that has been resisted. And so we get the Death card in reverse. So there is a phase or a situation that is ending and somebody is resistant to this change or this spiritual transformation. You got to trust that it's time to move on from some type of situation that is created an illusion of entrapment with the Eight of Swords. And then we get the Six of Cups reversed. So an ending. So it's just kind of like a carry-on message from yesterday. And so there is an ending here. There is a lot of memories here, maybe a lot of history here with somebody. And there's just a need to release. And so I do feel maybe somebody's lacked self-confidence or they've been afraid to leave a situation behind because of the history, maybe because of the childhood wounding that keeps resurfacing regarding a romantic issue here. But I feel we're all done romanticizing about the past. And so we get the King of Coins on the bottom of the deck with the Eight of Coins in reversed. So we have a masculine energy, and it doesn't have to be a man. You can be a woman harnessing your inner masculine. The masculine is the action taker. Although King of Earth is a feminine energy, a little bit feminine, right? Earth is feminine energy. And so this is really a successful time, but it does require confidently taking action, maybe going towards a new opportunity. And it might mean withdrawing from a situation where there's just a lack of reward. And so this might mean going back too. It could mean going back to the past. So let's clarify the Page of Cups, because this is like a new person, a new energy, a new emotional experience after a painful ending. So I think there is the ending of a very difficult situation here. I think there's maybe fear of embracing change, but change is coming regardless. Expect things to get better. I do feel maybe by the next full moon, we get the moon. So we have Cancer energy. And we also have Pisces, and I'm going to say Scorpio because the next full moon is in Scorpio. So there's important psychic insights being downloaded about the ending of a situation. There might be an unexpected event. There might be something going on behind the scenes. And somebody is working on releasing fears. There is definitely third-party energy coming through. So this could mean somebody is going towards something new because it's time. So I just feel this new emotional experience is coming with an unexpected departure. Definitely. This could just come in like wildfire. I do feel there's a rebalancing going on here too with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So that's that Libra energy. There is a release I do feel this is the good coming back. I think somebody might have to go back to the past and seek forgiveness. And I think this is just going to be a spur of the moment decision. Somebody knows they gotta act now. They gotta act now. I think they've prolonged taking this action. They've really been thinking things through. There's definitely a release. So there's worry here too. So let's talk about this ending. There is an ending here. And there's also like a new beginning at the same time. So this is interesting. This is a fated, destined shift. So whether it feels good or not, it is bringing in positive change. There is a situation that's going to suddenly move you forward. I think the universe is on your side. We get the Hermit. And then we get the Ace of Earth. So you're going to have to release something here. You might have to lose it all to gain it all. But we've got Virgo energy here. We've got the Wheel. And so somebody, I feel, is maybe stepping into spiritual teaching. But I think they have to go back to something when it comes to a missed business opportunity. Definitely could be a Cancer. So we've got a Cancer maybe Cancer finding the discipline to go back to something from the past that maybe didn't turn out the way that they expected, the way that they had hoped. But I feel try to see the positive in a situation. There really is no use crying over spilt milk, right? We all have free will. We all can choose to go any way we want. We have to release attachment to everything on the journey. The art of detachment is a beautiful gift. And so get ready for unexpected life changes. I do feel this has been avoided up until now, but you can't avoid it. There's going to be a significant event that is either going to bring significant change or a powerful revelation, because it's time to spread your wings and get things moving. So let's get one last message with the Spiritual Journey Oracle deck. What do we need to know? We need to meditate. Meditation is going to allow you to open up the channels of communication with your guides, with telepathy, with a higher power. So keep yourself centered, keep yourself grounded, because the divine is at work here. There is always a higher plan at bay. And this is why we all have free will. So you can go off a path and the divine will orchestrate a plan to get you back on track. So don't worry about this. Everything is divinely guided at this time, and we're gaining a new outlook. So there is going to be a new perspective shift coming in this weekend. So you can either do things differently or see things differently. I do feel somebody stepping into being a healer, a teacher, going through some self-discovery. So get ready for a release, a long overdue release. And that's what I've got. It's meant to be. So get ready, guys. If you would like to book in with me, check out the description box below. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.